Okay, there we go. We are recording, so watch what you say. I'm just kidding. You want to say hi? One of my twins wants to say hi. Say hi. You're sitting on something.
Hi.
Say hi.
What are you doing? Is that Parker?
It's Zach.
Oh, I did that last time. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, it's Zach.
Hey, Zachy.
Look, Maymay's over there.
Zachy.
All right, we got to get started, Bubba. Here. Okay, ladies. So we wanted to have a little like powwow over meal planning. I promise it won't take like super long because we like to be mindful of each other's times. But I did want to ask Krista or Macy to kind of share how they've done their meal planning party in the past, because I know you guys have done it or did it last month. So what did you guys typically do?
We kind of just discussed it because there wasn't a lot of people on like where it is today.
Yeah.
And so I had done a live video about how I make my template because I use the same, like I set it out like what I'm going to put in that meal in a template so that I'm not wondering like what containers I need to eat each meal, or like if I eat something for breakfast, then I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it right now. But I put the colors down first.
Okay. So the colors down.
And then we just kind of went through recipes and stuff that we were going to do.
I think my internet is, am I frozen? Hello?
Oh, I thought he's a Mason. Or
Oh,
Macy.
she's back.
Sorry.
Yes, she's back.
The internet.
All right.
You said your colors. So you guys, do y'all like have an idea of how many of each container you're supposed to have technically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just know now how many containers I need a day. Because once you use the containers, you get used to it and remember what you need.
Mm-hmm.
But I typically eat the same containers for each meal. Sometimes I'll switch it up, and I usually don't have a carb for breakfast. I usually have my shake. But lately I've been doing my superfood overnight oats, so then I just won't have a carb for lunch or dinner because I can have 2 meals a day. That's the only time I switch up.
When do you get in the other yellow?
I said lunch or dinner.
Okay. So I'll share something. I know like sometimes the containers are kind of like can be overwhelming at first. And I firmly believe if this girl can understand it, that anybody can. But it did take a little like trial and error in figuring it out. But the biggest thing that I would suggest, I'm not like a nutritionist or anything like that. But for me personally, I know like I'm golden at getting in my yellow containers, like my carbs, because hello, like carbs. But I feel like if I at least get in like the amount I need of vegetables a day, like whatever about the rest type of thing. You know what I mean? Like there's a nutrition program out, you guys have seen it in Beachbody On Demand or whatever, but it's called 2B Mindset. And it's a little different than the portion control system, but the 2B Mindset is the thing is called Veggies Most, and where it's like no matter what you're doing, each meal like incorporate a veggie somehow, because that's going to still pour nutrients into your body and get you more used to eating vegetables. And so I'll let in a minute I'll let Macy share what recipe she was talking about as far as veggies goes, because that's something I personally struggle with. I'm like a child when it comes to veggies and fruits. But I feel like as long as you are getting in your veggies and you're getting in, your protein, like everything else is just kind of like, I don't want to say whatever, but you guys know what I mean. Like just focus. I would challenge you this week, focus on, if you struggle with incorporating veggies into your meals, focus on doing more of that this week. Okay. Now, what questions do you guys have when it comes to like the containers and like the meal planning system?
Can you say that again? I did not hear the whole question. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. What questions do you guys have about like the containers or the meal planning system?
Okay, I have not really. Okay, I suck at nutrition. I'm not very good at it, so that's why I'm here. What container goes with what color and all of that good stuff? And
You know
can you
what?
kind of explain that a little bit?
Yeah, let me share my screen. I want to show you something that I always suggest to people is becoming more familiar with the food list.
Yeah.
It's all within Beachbody On Demand. So I'm going to share my screen. So just 1 second so I can show all of you. Because this is something that helped me in the beginning. Well, I guess I need to share it, huh? There we go. You guys can see that?
Yeah.
So you're going to go to Program Materials. And I think it's in here. It may be in 21 Day Fix, actually. But
Mine's an 8-day, or the one I originally used, our first use was 8-day obsession since that was the first program. So you can find it there too.
yeah, I don't know if it's going to be in morning.
Oh,
This
is
one
that?
super basic? So I always go to the 21 Day Fix one.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this one before, Macy? This
The-
nutrition guide, or
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay, gotcha.
It's a good refresher because, I will say this. Sometimes I would think like a certain food list. You guys see I went to nutrition and just a food list. Sometimes I would think a certain like thing of food would go into like the yellow and really it was like a blue or vice versa.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is like, to me, it's all laid out. Now, there's a lot of things I don't eat, but that's okay. But I'm challenging you right now. If you have access, well, you have access to this, but if you have access to either print it out or take a screenshot of it or write down the things that you like the most, go down through each container list right now and write down things that you like out of each category. So that way when it comes to like creating a meal plan, it's easier to pair things up together when okay, I like these two things and they can go together. For me, I'm like a big like bowl person where I'll just like throw in all kinds of stuff into like a bowl and just eat it all together. So that way my vegetables are kind of mixed in with like the chicken and like the cauli rice or the rice and like the seasonings and stuff. So that's an easier way for me to get in my vegetables personally. But when you look at the containers, I know for me, when I first started using it, I'm like, this blue container, I'm not going to hardly have any hummus. I love some hummus. And when I started taking my peppers, I use sweet peppers and dip it in, I was like, I'm still eating this hummus. There's more in each container than one would think. So
Yeah, I don't finish my hummus when I use it.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even finish it because I'm like, this is a lot more than I thought, and I only have X amount of peppers to use or tomatoes or whatever. But this is truly for me, what has helped me develop a healthier relationship with food is practicing this method and learning a little bit more about what a proper portion is without depriving myself.
Something else that I did when I first started Beachbody last May, I printed out all of the program materials. So I have all of 8-day obsessions, calendars printed out, and this food list printed out. So when I was getting used to the containers, and every time I meal prepped and planned, I had the food list out so I can make sure, okay, kale goes in here, what was it that I was, black beans go in the yellow container, because I was thinking, it probably goes in the green, so it helped me a lot having it printed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's not like this crazy, each list is not super long, but there is a decent amount of options. This is literally how I know Taco Tuesday is always a thing in our house, because I know in the yellow category, and y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but I've got it memorized. It says down here, 2 corn tortillas equals 1 yellow. So boom, there's my tacos for the day. So on Tuesdays, for example, I know I'm gonna get a yellow at night, so I need to have a yellow either with breakfast or lunch, and then that's it. But if I have it for breakfast, if I have an English muffin, then I know for lunch I need to be more conscious and have more vegetables and protein and other things besides, because carbs for me is something that I personally struggle with as far as having too many. So that's why I'm more cautious of the yellow containers than others.
One thing I learned with the veggies, since I'm doing the Ultimate Portion Fix program, because I just want to know and learn and be able to educate people that are in my group better. I used to always throw in all my veggies at once, or I would eat like a veggie for breakfast and lunch, and then just eat or breakfast and then have like a huge salad for dinner or something. And she actually says that you should separate everything out through the day, like have like one veggie for breakfast if you want, one veggie for a snack with like hummus, and not just build a big salad, because she says that it breaks down better like in your body, and it keeps your body fueled throughout the day when you have your containers, like a few containers for each meal and snack. So that's something that I learned.
Oh, that's
I really
interesting.
like that. I actually started adding a green container of spinach to my shakes every morning because I can't taste it, and I have a hard time getting 4 servings of veggies in a day if I don't have sugars.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure.
yeah. In the morning, I'm like, dump that in. At least I got one in for the day.
Yeah.
I actually leave a bag of spinach in our freezer because Dylan
Me too.
uses frozen spinach, and I use frozen spinach in there.
That's what I do.
I'm glad that you brought that up because I didn't realize that. I mean, I definitely don't try to get all my veggies in at once because, again,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of them. But I think a lot of people think that, like, if I just go ahead and get it out of the way, then, like, we're good. But
Yeah, but you need it throughout, like in little bits throughout the day.
yeah. So again, do you guys want to share kind of things that you guys like that maybe we can kind of make
Yes.
healthier, or you know, what you're eating for breakfast now? Like, we'll just start at breakfast and kind of work our way down.
So breakfast, I like to make it pretty quick and simple. So this week I've kind of switched it up. I've been saving my shake for dessert. But I do either my shake, so that's a red, and then I do frozen spinach, which is a green, and then half a banana, which is a purple. So there's 3 containers right there.
Yeah.
And I do a lot water and lots of ice. Something that is really good. It tastes like, I don't know if y'all have ever made it, but those no-bake cookies with the cocoa and the oats. We used to make them for Christmas all the time. But it tastes, when I do the Shakeology, and I do half of a yellow of oats and some almond milk, and it tastes like a no-bake cookie. And it's really good. And that was in the morning meltdown. And then I do this week, I also mixed it up with 2 boiled eggs and a small apple. So those are just kind of quick breakfasts that I've been doing for work.
I'm honestly no help when it comes to breakfast because I don't like breakfast. So I always do my shake, and I do it the same way as Macy, but I add peanut butter so that I get a spoon in too.
Oh,
I add the peanut butter powder.
peanut butter is life. I don't measure it out. I'm just like shaking it.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
So what I've been doing since I started Morning Meltdown, which it's like the most simple like breakfast ever, is just 2 eggs, because I'm an egg person. I know Chris does not, but 2 eggs, and I got a jar of the roasted red peppers that are already like in the jar itself because I don't feel like chopping anything up and prepping very much. So I did that, and I'll take a little bit out of the jar and like saute them real quick, and then add the eggs, and then stir them all together so they're scrambled eggs. And then I'll put that on a whole grain English muffin with a slice of mozzarella, and there's my breakfast. So that's something that, you know, you could make, but it's literally just in the Morning Meltdowns nutrition guide.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It was really good. Kayla made it for me, and it was pretty tasty.
Yeah. I mean, it's simple, but it's like, it's stuff that like I never would have thought to make. But maybe try it.
I don't eat breakfast, but I did make the overnight oats that are in the Morning Meltdown 100 cookbook thing. I made them for like afternoon snacks because I can get my Shakeology in, and it's like quick. And they're good. So if people who are, you know, eat breakfast, they're good, and it was really easy to do. I'd recommend. I'm gonna try with chocolate Shakeology instead of strawberry.
Oh, it's so good. It tastes like dessert.
I think I'm going to try that.
I also put my collagen in there too.
I forgot to do it whenever I made it the first time, but that's my plan this week is to add the collagen in.
Yeah.
I do my collagen with my pre every morning.
I don't want to.
No.
I did it. Yeah, I've done collagen with pre, and then I just started adding it to my shake. But I mean, you can taste it. So
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't taste it. I couldn't taste it either way. I just like doing it with my Shakeology better.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think the moral of the story here is really just being resourceful and utilizing the resources that you guys have at your fingertips. Because I know a lot of times we forget, like it's more than just workouts. So I will show you guys real quick. So I know Shelby. Oh my goodness. Wait. Sorry, guys. I'm going to mute myself for a second. Okay, sorry. So program materials, and I'm sure you guys have seen this, but if not, it's good. It's a good refresher for those watching the recording. So under nutrition guide, I still have not made this yet, but Shelby, would you share your takeaways from the lasagna you made from this? Does your husband like it?
It was seriously delicious. We finished it up last night. Like, he loved it. I loved it. It was so, so good. Like, try it. Even if you feel like, I don't know if I'm going to really like spaghetti squash, like, it seriously tastes like lasagna. It was so good. I do think the next time I make it, I'm going to add, like, ground turkey because I usually, want a protein, like, with every meal, and it doesn't have protein in it. So I was kind of like, what do I eat for protein, whenever I eat lunch.
That's not it. Where is it at? That was
Keep going. It's past that.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Spaghetti squash lasagna.
That was it.
So that was what I was going to do. I know they're trying to have like vegan options for people too. So if anyone's vegan or, that's watching this is a great option. But I was going to add either ground beef or ground turkey myself. Just to have a little more protein, because I don't know if Joey would just go for just like spaghetti squash and cheese.
Yeah.
But if you do, little tip for ground beef, I know for us, always get grass fed. And so if you are buying ground beef, I would definitely be mindful of your selections. It's definitely a better idea to get grass fed if you can do it. Even if it's 85-15, it doesn't really matter about like the fat content as long as it's grass fed.
I tried the spaghetti squash lasagna also.
Yeah.
And I put the ground beef in there, and Dylan really liked it, and I was surprised. I was kind of nervous.
Yeah, and I think, that's the thing with these recipes is I feel like you can just play around with them, and you don't have to be like super literal about them. Like you just add what you want to add and try it out. Ooh, slow cooker chicken tacos.
I was just looking at that one too. You'll have to take that cilantro off.
I did those last week too, the slow cooker chicken tacos, and I made a ton of it so that I could use the chicken for tacos and I could use it for just burrito bowls. So, it was really good. I liked it a lot.
That one.
Okay.
You just stay there for a second, Kayla.
Okay, you can see it and everything.
Yeah, I can't find my recipe book. I misplaced it, so I took a picture of it.
Okay, I'm going to unshare. Okay. All right. So when it comes to breakfast, do you guys feel like you have some ideas? I know we kind of talked about like lunch and dinner at the same time, but what types of things do you guys like for breakfast? Like besides Macy and Krista?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not good at breakfast. That's probably, and that's the one you're supposed to be good at. And that's the worst one for me.
Well, are you a fan of like eggs or anything, or are you kind of like anti-eggs?
No, I like eggs. It's just getting up in the morning and like making them, or
Right.
But like I'm really good about. I will usually try to eat a fruit, or someone will bring me a fruit to work and be like, "Hey, Nicolette, here's a fruit." I'm like, "All right, I got my breakfast." Like I've been eating bananas every morning. I like bananas, but they're not my favorite. I'd rather have them like mixed in something,
Same.
And then peaches. I love peaches
Oh, me too.
Guys,
when they're good.
if you like peaches and you have vanilla Shakeology, add them into your vanilla Shakeology.
Tastes like
You think it'd
peaches
be
and
good in
cream.
chocolate?
Huh?
Do you think it'd be good in chocolate?
I don't know. I'm like weird. I don't like peaches.
Yeah.
But I've heard amazing things about adding peaches into vanilla because it's like
Okay.
cream or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have chocolate covered peaches? Is that a thing?
Bananas
I
and
don't know about
chocolate.
that one.
Yeah, bananas and chocolate is where it's at. Like I don't like
Yeah.
bananas, Nicolette, but like I will put half a frozen one in there, and blend it in, and it's like so good. Like I can barely taste it. But I like to do frozen bananas with all that ice because it helps the consistency and it makes it more like milkshakey for me. So it's like I'm cheating.
Yeah. Nicolette, do you like your Shakeology, the chocolate?
I do. I try to drink. I want to drink them like more in the mornings, and I tend to drink them at night because
Yeah.
I get my chocolate craving at night.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather have it in the morning, so I'm trying to like save it and like take it to work and do it at work, so I
Yeah.
don't sit at home. But yeah, I do. I like it.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to try a different kind just to like branch out, but
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't know at the same time because me and chocolate,
Yeah.
like, we
Are
go
you
together.
a coffee fan? Do you like the taste of mocha or coffee?
I like the taste of it, like the mocha flavor, but
Yeah.
coffee itself, I can't do anymore.
Yeah. Cafe latte is another one that I'll go back and forth with. Usually I'll get it around like November and December because I'll add a little bit of peppermint extract to it and make it taste like a peppermint mocha.
Mm.
But I like the vanilla. I like the versatility of vanilla because you can add like I feel like more fruits than you can chocolate because I feel like some fruits and chocolate kind of taste ugh, or almost too sweet, but I love like frozen blueberries in the banana or in the vanilla, frozen strawberries. I've someone made like there's like a pina colada recipe that you can make with Shakeology, not like the alcoholic version, but like minus that part. But they'll add like whatever goes in pina coladas and stuff. So it's like you can use more fruit, I feel, in vanilla than you can some of the others. But that's just I know people that like strawberry, more people prefer the tropical strawberry flavor of Shakeology than the regular. And I've heard that pretty much across the board. So just some tips about the Shako flavors. But keep in mind too, guys, that the Shakeology is a way to provide, it's a dense nutritional shake. So it's a way to provide the nutrients that you are lacking in other meals of the day into that one meal. So it's great that some of you guys are doing it for breakfast. So it's like you're kickstarting your day off right. But it's more than, it's not like a weight loss shake. It's not just a protein shake. So it's something that like you can truly substitute with one of your meals. But for me, like I'll use it at night for like a snack or like my dessert because I also sweet tooth and I'm a breakfast eater. So it's like I want like a full blown breakfast, but it's a great product for sure. I'm a Shako believer. It's helped my digestive issues a lot. So
Yeah.
So we've got breakfast. You guys feel like you've got some ideas for breakfast? All right. What about like a snack, like a mid-morning snack?
If I'm on the bars with fruit.
Beef bars?
Yeah. Or I do like a lot of the times I'll do like yogurt and fruit or cottage cheese and fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do cottage cheese. And then when I get tired of, I don't know, I try not to eat it every day because I'll get like, I don't feel like eating it, I feel like eating something else. But I do like the beach bars and fruit or cottage cheese. And sometimes if I don't have boiled eggs for a while, I'll do 2 boiled eggs for a snack. Just something
Guys,
easy.
if you have not tried everything but the bagel seasoning, you need to try it and let it change your life. Because I'll put it on like before when I was still working and commuting and stuff, like I would have 2 boiled eggs every single morning with like toast and whatever else. And I would put everything but the bagel seasoning on top of my boiled eggs. And like I can't even eat them by themselves anymore. Like I have to have that seasoning on there. And they don't have, it's not just at Trader Joe's, but they do have it at Kroger. I've bought the Kroger brand of it. Walmart has its own brand. But I'll add it to my eggs, even scrambled eggs. Helen, you're shaking your head. You agree, right? What type of things do you add it to, Helen, besides eggs?
I put it just honestly, like if a burrito bowl needs like more seasoning,
Yeah.
I'll just throw it in there and throw it on my chicken. They just came out. That's why I'm nodding my head. I follow this, like she tries out the new Trader Joe's foods, and I guess they just came out with like a dip, like a Greek yogurt dip. That she says it tastes like more like ranch, like a more garlicky ranch dip.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it today.
Yeah, there's so many options out there. And that is just like a simple thing that I can use just to like spice up my eggs or whatever, or chicken, or things like that too.
Avocado toast.
Huh?
Avocado toast. It's super good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm being loud. Are you telling me I'm being loud? Okay. A snack that I like to do during the morning time, I get like a kind of a sweet tooth in like the middle of the morning for whatever reason. So it's either a Beach Bar or to incorporate fruit, I'll do like apple and peanut butter, which again, super simple, but it's a way for me to get in my fruit because I don't like fruit very much. Sorry, but I don't. But I do like apples. I like grapes. Like I try to make sure I get things I like, to keep in the house. So that way it's like if I want a snack, I'm not mindlessly snacking. I have like an apple just to grab real quick, and I'll add a little bit of cinnamon on top of my apples to go with the peanut butter, just to make it more enticing.
I think what I struggled this week, I noticed I went back to school. So, because our kids in Minnesota are back in school.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I'm so much going during the day. Like, I don't really get a chance to sit down till lunch to actually have, like, mindful snacks throughout the day.
Right.
Because they kind of have to be something I can throw in my pocket or throw in my bag when I'm running around the whole school every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's the thing I struggle is I, like, went right to carbs. Like, oh, chips are easier to throw in my bag.
Yeah. Well, maybe like, almonds or pistachios or like, what am I trying to think? Trail mix, something like that. But when it comes to those types of things, like the trail mix, for example, definitely pay attention to your ingredients too, and making sure it's not loaded with like a whole bunch of,
While she's paused, something else I did, I got the tuna packets. I got the lemon pepper and the buffalo ones from Kroger, and they're really good. I don't think it up, and it was an easy, like, high protein snack.
What did you say it was? Like Chipotle flavored?
It was buffalo and lemon pepper, and they have a ranch one too.
I've done that before too. It's good.
Oh yeah, it's easy. So I had it. That's something else that you can throw in your lunchbox.
If you're a hummus fan, if you like hummus.
What were you saying, Kayla?
I'm frozen again, aren't I?
She's frozen again. Are you there?
This damn Coco Melon that's on TV, taking up the internet. Swear. I like hummus, but of course hummus and tortilla chips taste so much better than hummus and vegetables. But I like to get a bag of like the sweet peppers and just snack on them. Like I would even eat them at my desk at work. Yeah. You tell me to shut up. Stop. I I like cherry tomatoes. If y'all are into celery sticks, carrot sticks. I don't like either. But I'm trying to think of other things you can eat with like hummus. But you can definitely again, look at the list, the food container list. I'm frozen again.
Picture of it.
Yeah.
And I can post that to everybody. But it's super easy. You just use 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, salt and pepper, and that's the dressing. So I like that because you don't really have to worry about what's in your dressing that you buy at the store, I guess. And it's very fresh. So, and you just use I'd cut up grape tomatoes in half, and that's 2 cups. 2 cups of cucumbers, 1 cup of orange bell pepper, and sliced into matchstick size. Then slice red onion, feta cheese, and that's it.
Do you use that for a side dish?
Yeah, I've used it for a side dish, and then I also ate it for a snack the other day.
Okay.
So I got my veggies in.
That's a good idea. I like that.
What kind of
You're going to
tomatoes?
take a picture of it?
Grape tomatoes. So they're in those little cartons. They're kind of like an oval shape.
I probably wouldn't do
cherry tomato.
cucumbers. I'm not a big fan of those.
Oh, you're not?
I don't like the flavor. I don't know why. I can do cucumber water, but an actual cucumber, I don't know.
Yeah, I sliced them really thin, so I don't know if that would help.
Maybe.
But I guess I'm trying to think of what else you could put in there instead of cucumber. Or I guess you could just do the peppers, onions, and tomatoes, and you could put it on top of something like a salad maybe, or tuna, or I don't know, make kind of a little salad with it. Let's see. Oh, I can hold it up so y'all can take a picture of it if you want, but I'll also take a picture to post.
Yeah, just post it 'cause I can't really see.
Okay.
Here's one of my lunches this week.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, I was going to put in a kale mix to make it more of a salad.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
For lunches, I almost always do leftovers, and then if I don't have enough, I do the chicken and apple sausages with a veggie, and I fry that up. And if I am having a carb that day, I'll do one of those little rice things, or I'll usually not have a carb for lunch because I do it in the morning. And it depends on the day.
Yeah, I love the chicken sausage.
I throw it in a bowl with cauli rice and some veggies.
With the apples and cinnamon, I've also chopped up apples into little chunks and put cinnamon and olive oil in a bag and mix it up and put it in my air fryer. So it's kind of like those baked cinnamon apples, and I melted some peanut butter on top, and it was really good. I know that's not really a snack you can do at work, but maybe for a sweet tooth snack if you do your shake in the morning.
I also last week I made that spaghetti squash lasagna, and I ate it for lunch every single day this week, and it was really good. It helped me stay on track, and making it on Monday and then portioning it out, and then I just that's something really quick for people who work. You can throw that in your lunchbox, warm it up in the microwave, and it was good. And also, like I mentioned earlier, I did the slow cooker chicken, and I made burrito bowls or tacos with it. And that was easy for lunches also.
I made a new recipe. This is also in the Fixate 2 cookbook, but it was chicken marsala.
Yeah, I saw that on your Instagram. How was it?
It was really good. And I actually didn't put the chicken in the pan. I skipped that part because Dylan wanted to grill it. But we got chicken cutlets, so they're thinner chicken breasts. And all I did was make the sauce, and then we poured it over it. But you can actually cook it on the stove too, so I can take a picture of that.
Yeah, I want to make that this week.
It was yummy. And then a girl in mine and Chris's group, she tried the Philly cheesesteak sliders in the Morning Meltdown, and she loved them. So I've heard those are really good. I haven't tried them yet, but they're on my list.
Oh, and I should mention something I did last week is I grilled a whole bunch of chicken and just put whatever I knew I was going to use for like the first 2 days in my fridge, and then put the rest in the freezer, and it made my lunch way easier. Just having like the chicken already pre-cooked, so I could just throw it on my salad.
I like to do ranch red potatoes. I cut up the little red potatoes and do olive oil in a ranch packet and bake it 425 for 25 minutes. But I also like the instant ready brown rice and quinoa packets, so you don't have to do as much cooking.
Me too. The Seeds of Change ones, those are my favorite. The brown rice and quinoa. It's like, I bet I eat, or not me personally, but we go through probably 3 or 4 packets of those a week. Like, it is so easy and they taste delicious.
Yeah, and
that's again?
The brand is Seeds of Change. I think I'll go grab one.
Uncle Ben's also has some too. So you can do either brand.
It's this. And so like when I did the burrito bowls, I like did the chicken ahead of time, and then I just warmed the chicken up in the microwave and cooked one of these, and then just, like portioned out an orange container worth and saved the rest in the refrigerator for the next day. And then put some shredded lettuce and some diced tomatoes and some salsa and a little Greek yogurt like as a sour cream substitute, and it was like done. It was so good. Has anybody tried this fresh tomato salsa shrimp over carrot and summer squash noodles? This one?
I've looked at it though.
I think I'm going to try it.
What kind of noodles is it? Butternut squash?
It says summer squash.
Okay. So just yellow squash? Okay. There's so many different squashes.
Squash, yellow. Yeah, it's like spiralized yellow squash and spiralized carrots. I'm going to have to see if Publix has it already spiralized for me because I don't want to spiralize things. No. If it doesn't, I'm going to switch it to zucchini.
Yeah.
Because I know
I don't spiralize anything. I buy it pre-made.
Me too.
Wait, you have Publix?
Yeah.
They should have it. Kroger has the butternut squash ones.
Spiralized? It's not butternut squash, it's yellow squash.
Yeah. I've seen it at the Publix by us now. Like, they have it too, so.
Well, good. And carrots, I could just get shredded carrots instead of spiralized. Same thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that
That
down.
would be a good way to get in your vegetables. Which one is that? I'm going to pull it up.
It's on page 34 of the Morning Meltdown cookbook. I'm sorry my kids are screaming.
Nah, you're good. I've got Baby Shark playing and all kinds of stuff going on.
I like it because it has shrimp in it too. So, like it says, it's 2.5 green and 1.5 red, and 2 teaspoons.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
That's a pretty dense meal.
Yeah.
So, what all do we have for lunches and dinners? Whatever we talked about so far.
The spaghetti squash lasagna, the chicken burrito bowls, chicken marsala, and then this one, fresh tomato salsa shrimp.
Okay.
It's on page 34.
Okay. Let's see. What's another? Oh, the buffalo chicken is super easy to make in the crock pot. And that's something that you can make a wrap out of it, or I do a bowl with the quinoa and rice. I've tried it on salad.
Are you talking about just like Kayla makes it with like the Frank's hot sauce?
Yeah. I haven't made it like that in a while, but I know it's like an easy one. And I started doing the buffalo cauliflower chicken, which is a To Be Mindset recipe, I think. I saw it on Pinterest, and it said To Be Mindset, so I don't know if it's actually To Be Mindset, but I think it is. It was really good. Let's see. Oh, and you can't go wrong with chicken fajitas, cutting up some chicken and putting all 3 color bell peppers and onions.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I've even done that in the crock pot.
yeah, and steak fajitas in the crock pot. If you find some steak on sale, it's really good too.
Oh, that might be good. Something different. Because I think my family gets started chicken. Maybe I could get some like, like little strips, whatever, like, I don't know what it's called. Strips of beef.
Yeah.
Put them in the crock pot with bell pepper.
Beef strips.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm going to write that down.
I feel like I've been doing a lot of like pasta. I feel like I'm doing a lot of pasta or like Mexican food lately. So I'm gonna do a broccoli beef with steak, like thinly sliced steak like that.
Yeah.
Y'all, I made the chicken teriyaki casserole on Fixate. It's on the actual Beachbody On Demand. It's on this cookbook, and it was really good. I made my own teriyaki sauce, but Shelby, you could probably use the teriyaki sauce that you buy, because in the recipe it calls for you to make it. And their low carb Japanese noodle bowl that's on Fixate is really good. You use a packet of. Let me go get it. Actually. Okay, so it's gonna kind of freak y'all out at first, but it's this, and it's tofu noodles. I promise they don't taste bad because tofu doesn't have a taste like cauliflower doesn't. And you're gonna have, and you get this whole bag for a serving. That's what it calls for. I can even finish it. But I made it for Dylan and didn't tell him what it was, and then I told him after because he asked me. He's like, "What is this?" But it has no taste, and it reminded me of like beef ramen. But you put like veggies, soy sauce, and I forgot what else you put in there. But that's also on the Fixate cooking show, which is on Beachbody On Demand. It's called Low Carb Japanese Noodle Bowl. So it's a good. Do what?
Where do you get it?
The Fixate on Beachbody On Demand.
No, but where do you get that tofu?
Oh, Kroger has it. It's in the produce section where all the cold stuff is, where all like the dressing and the salads are at. And you're gonna drain this, and then I rinse it and kind of squeeze it dry. It's gonna smell weird, a little different.
I'm so weird about tofu, so I'm gonna give it a try. But I
promise, if Dylan liked it and ate the whole bowl, I think anybody would like it. So he asked me to make it again, so that's why I got some.
Macy, on your red potatoes with ranch thing, do you think that you put chicken in there with it, diced up, and like red peppers and stuff, and do it as a sheet meal?
Yeah, I think so. Because I usually cook the chicken in my oven for 25 minutes anyways when I dice it up for the fajitas. So I'm sure it would work with the potatoes. I probably just check, like, don't turn off your oven yet since it'll be with a bunch of stuff because I haven't really done a one pan with chicken and everything on it besides fajitas. So I'll just check and make sure the chicken's cooked. But that would be really good, actually.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, and cauliflower fried rice is really good. It's easy. Let's see. Is this helpful so far for everybody that's on here?
Yes, very helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me, I get stuck in the rut of making the same thing over and over again. And I know my family probably feels the same way, so it's nice to like share ideas and to get different opinions.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. There's some other recipes. Kayla, there's a recipe here that you would like.
What?
Oh, this is something I showed last time, but I think kids would really like this. I know a lot of girls in both of our groups are mamas. I mean, that looks like dessert to me. So I don't mind posting that in there, but it's banana boats with yogurt and honey and stuff like that. But this is what I think that you would like if y'all are big Mexican people. It's on a tostada, one of those flat tortillas, and it's just an over easy egg with some black beans and tomato and some jalapeno if you want it. That was good.
That looks good. Really, you're fine.
I know for me, like, I get overwhelmed if I'm trying to do like 4 different recipes during the week, like new ones. So like, just a tip, maybe just try, 1 new recipe for the week or 2 instead. But like, that's just like a lot for me. So if anyone's watching this beyond or on the recording, maybe give that a try instead. Because, I'm embracing this new stuff and using like different ingredients and stuff can be a little overwhelming. So rather than just throwing in the towel and not trying it all, maybe just try 1 meal for this week, like a new meal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think this is great. Do you have anything else to throw in besides having me throw on her fit?
Don't get out of your mouth. Don't put it in your mouth.
All right, guys.
Hey, Joey.
Sorry, we're really going through it over here. Sorry.
I know the twins have made their way to you, Mama.
Aw, all the twins.
I mean, we're about at an hour anyway. We're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I've got my whole thing written out, so I think we covered it all.
Yeah.
I came in with a blank slate.
Oh, hey, Krista, can you post your little thing where you divided out the containers, what you were talking about?
Yeah, the template.
Yeah,
Post that.
that'd be great.
Will you share that in the cupcake group too, please?
I will. Maybe I'll make a cuter one. Like I'll make an actual printable sheet.
Well, it's something that you could give to your new clients and coaches too.
Yeah, I'll make a template for each, like A, B, and C or something.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, ladies. Well, y'all have a good rest of your Saturday and a great weekend. And be sure you're checking in when you're working out today and tomorrow. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.